kids, and again, welcome to Dance O'Clock, and this is teacher AJ, and one of the co-founder of LSL Studios also. And today I will discuss you dance vocabulary, where you can learn new terms about dance. And most of your choreographers or dance teachers use a lot of dance terms. Today, you will learn those dance terms actually mean that you will gain much more clear understanding of dance. And I have the list from letter A to Z that includes commonly used dance terms and their definitions. So, welcome to Dance Vocabulary. Okay, so kids, first word is 8 count. So what is 8 count? So most of your teachers are always counting from 1 to 8 if they teach dance. So this is how we break down and count music. So if you remember, your teacher will just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Yes, that's 8 count. Next, ball change. Ball change is a two-step move where you can transfer the weight of one foot behind or by the other foot. So you're basically just stepping twice, like this. The kick ball change is, as the name suggests, is when you kick or scuff your foot before the ball change. So there's another one term, the kick ball change. Next, from letter B again, bass. Bass is the lowest of the standard four voiced ranges. We have bass, tenor, alto, soprano. So bass is the lowest melodic line in a musical composition that supports the harmony. So different instrument can produce a bass sound, like drums, guitar. Dancers often use a boom sound to describe a bass drum sound. So like some of your teachers will say boom, tap, 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 something like that. So the boom one, that's where you hit the bass. You get it? Next, C, Cypher. A cypher is where a group of dancers in a circle and take turns dancing in the center. So I commonly use this one and I call it circle, but the term is cypher, where you are gathered round a circle, and it could also be referred to as a freestyle circle. Next, letter D, dynamics. Dynamics is a different types of execution of movement. Dynamics depends on how much and fast your energy is distributed to your body. It can be slow, energetic, or fast. The dynamics of the dance where you get like slow, ta-ta, tap, slow, slow, ta-ta, tap, something like that. So that's the dynamics. So how you distribute your energy into your body. Next, letter F, focus. Focus. Focus is where you are looking when you dance. It's on the right, on your left, or up or down. Sometimes side, like doing a group, and up and down, and front, something like that. So focus is also very important as dancers because this is where you have connections to your audience. Next, letter F again, freestyle. So freestyle is more improvisational dancing that allows the dancer to express their individual style. So example, dance that is not pre-planned. So most dancers have great freestyles because of their experience and because they take a lot of dance class. That's the most important. If you take a lot of dance class, you will gain more experience, and when you dance, you will very, very good. So I have one artist that's really great in freestyle. Watch this guy. See, he's amazing. Next, terms, letter F again, fundamentals. Hip hop fundamentals refers to the four pillars of hip hop culture. So originating in the 1970s in New York City, they are four kinds of hip hop fundamentals. This is the MCing, DJing, graffiti, and breakdancing. So that is fundamentals. If your teacher says, okay, what is your fundamentals? And you are saying, oh, the fundamentals is the pillars of hip hop culture. Oh, that's it. I knew it from teacher AJ. Next, letter F, Full out. What is full out? Full out is a dancing with 100% of your energy and performance. So if your teacher said that you need to do the full out, you need to dance with energy, that's full out. Next, letter G, groups. Groups or groupings is when the class is divided into smaller sections and each group will take turns performing. I use this one, lots of groupings in my class where I divided the kids and they do groupings. So I think most of them, they enjoy it. So next, holds. What is holds? Letter H, holds. When you hold a move or pose and not move during a count. It's like a pause. That's a hold. One of the hold poses. Next, isolation. Letter I, isolation. When you isolate one part of your body without moving any other part. One of the most common isolation that I use is like the hands, like transfer like chuk 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 chuk, something like that. I always use this one, so we call it isolation. Next, levels. Levels. This is how high or low your body gets. So low levels require you to bend your knees or pile, while high levels may involve getting on your toes in relief. So the levels of the dance where if it's high or low or medium. Next, letter M, mark or markings. Dance a piece of choreography with less energy, usually for practicing musicality, timing, and other tools. So when you are memorizing a dance, your teacher will say like, hey, you do it markings first. Okay, meaning low energy, just for you to cope up and to memorize those steps. And when the teacher will say, hey, full out, and that's the time you give your 100% full energy. So that's letter M, markings. Next, musicality. Letter M, musicality. In dance, the matching of movements to the rhythm, sound, and mood of the music. Dance musicality is demonstrated in several ways depending on the dancer's styles, the song, and countless other elements. So the musicality is very most important where you really learn to study the music and you create a certain movements for the certain music. Some dancers really have great musicality. That's how you learn dance. Like experience is the best teacher. So if you have a lot of experience, you will become a great dancer. Next, letter L, lyrics. The words that singer is singing to often sync with the melody. So the lyrics are probably the easiest to distinguish but hardest to count. Sometimes choreographers will make moves that correlate with the lyrics and like miming actions of using certain body parts or a word play. So lyrics is the lyrics of the song basically, and they will dance through the lyrics. Next term, pictures. So if someone were to take a photo of you and on the count that you are hitting a picture, then the clearer that photo turns out to be, the clearer you are executing the picture. So picture is literal, not literally the pictures, but it's the picture how you dance. So like your teacher will say, you need to get the picture of these steps, something like that. So this is more about hitting the right or the clearer or the cleaner execution of the dance. Next, rhythm. Rhythm is a repetitive patterns within the music. It's how we count our beats, like the 8 count, and measure a movement. Next, letter S, select group. Select group is the students chosen by the choreographer to demonstrate the piece to the rest of the class. This is the criteria for the selected dancer is solely up to the choreographer. If you notice that when you are in groupings, the choreographer will select a certain students or a certain group that will perform. That's a select group. Next, letter S, snare. Snare is the sharp drum sound you hear, like the sound you make when you clap your hands, or dancers often describe a snare as a ka, ta, ka, 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 ta, 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 ka. Something like that. So snare is more the sound, the drum sound. You get it? Again, letter S, another sound, which is the strings. The segment of the music created by string instruments like guitars, violins, etc. So some of the movements also like, you say like despacito, like ting 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 ting, ting. Strings. So they use certain movements for that particular sound. Next, switching lines. This is very common also. When a class rotates from the front to back and vice versa, to give everyone a chance to be in front when the choreographer says, switch lines. So if you're in front, then you move to the back. Yeah, baby. Next, letter S, synth. The sound from a sound synthesizer is produced by electrical signals converted to sound through amps and loudspeakers. So commonly referenced to a synth is a synth piano and may sound like a long, slow bass like wooba wooba. Okay, this is very, very not common in my class, but this is one of the most used dance vocabulary also. Next, letter T, tempo. Tempo is the speed of the music. If it's a slow or fast, that's it. Very easy. Next, letter T, transitions. In a performance set, there are the movements that are used to connect two different pieces. Sorry, that's not corona. I just have a dry throat. The music will change and there will be a dancers transitioning on and off the stage or switching their position on stage. So transition. So where a certain figure connected to another figure of steps, that's transition. Last, letter U, the urban dance. Urban dance is not a hip-hop or street style. Hip-hop doesn't include but associated with street dance. Urban dance is not a hip-hop or street styles. So urban dance is most commonly like a street dance styles like popping, walking, locking, house, and crumb. But this is more associated for a new style where it's not included for the four fundamentals of hip-hop. So urban dance is a style of dance in community and lifestyle revolving around choreographed pieces and performed by a dancer or a group of dancers. Choreography is influenced by several different dance styles, but it is ultimately based on the choreographer's own interpretation of the music. So a big part of the modern urban culture is collegiated dance terms and competitions. So like me, I teach my own street style dance, modern dance. I am called an urban dance choreographer, not like a hip hop choreographer because hip hop contains the four fundamentals, which is the MCing, DJing, graffiti, and breakdancing. And I'm not good in breakdancing. So it's better to call me urban dance choreographer. Okay, now that you have a better grasp of a common dance terms, you can see them in action. Take a class in L-Style Dance Studio, and for the real-life application of these dance terms, oh man, this is too much to fit into this list. So, that's it. Good job. Thank you for listening to Dance Vocabulary, and I hope you learned something today. Thank you, and